We're in the map 2. It's Inferno, and this one, I'm kind of expecting it to get interesting. After what we saw in Anubis, it should be Movistar Riders every day of the week, but even though they won, I just don't know that I can trust them now. They've been hurt before.
But maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the moment. And it's looking good already. Martinez, the new man on the block. The threat hake. The spice in the relationship finds the frag. And we look set for a B committal.
Don't have to necessarily go for it yet. They've still got a full, realistically executed utility. 2 smokes, a molly, and a flash. But here it comes. They want to section out the tree fight. Actually taking off the player on... I mean, that's perfect. This perfect. That's the whole idea, right? That is actually the perfect utility for the positions that Iron Branch were playing. Because you make sure if there's a third player, he can't get involved into it. You have flash to blind the 2, and then you're just so snappy on it. Oh, that's a good pistol. Even with Sad getting a kill here, it just doesn't matter. There is no world where this becomes a competitive round. Great call from Movistar Riders.
Couldn't have gone any better, and it does work out super well. If you'd have smoked CT, the guy in CT starts spamming, and it gets odd. And it's kind of interesting that not smoking CT actually makes it easier to deal with when it's such a small choke point. So that looks all too easy in the end. Lollipop trying to get some fadeaway frags, and I wonder if he should be risking his armor. He didn't have any damage. Could have got head armor. But he fights to the death, to the grave. And that's where he'll be going into the round 2.
How does this force by look? 1 famous. Lots of nades. Lots of HEs. 4 of them to be exact. Watch out, Banana. Watch out on mid.
4 players. 4 players.
Yeah. Oh, I like this. I like this. Full nade set B. They're dumping the smokes as well. Actually stashed 2 of the HEs. So they're leaving a ton of utility here. And Movistar, they're going right into it right now. They're going right into it. Smoke. That's a really bad smoke. HE's better be good.
But is it so bad that it's going to win twice? It really might.
First nade does very little. They're just leaving Mosfall to throw all the nades. I no longer like this because the nades aren't together, right? They're drip feeding them in there. Mosfall's waiting for them to pressure that smoke. Then he's going to start dumping the nades in towards pool, I guess, is the idea. But as it is, he's rebuffed them. The problem is this has been too good. There's too much utility here. And so Movistar is saying, well, let's see what's going on towards A. And the answer is, well, the 1 rifle. That's it. In pit. That's, I guess, effective nade usage.
I'd love a long clear now from Movistar. That's most likely to be the gap. And even with the B stack, I do think if sausoL gets out, becomes a lot more comfortable clearing all these boosted positions.
He's through. There's the smoke. There's another HE. Surely Movistar are thinking, well, that's got to be the end of the HEs. Problem is no one actually has vision. No one's taking contact. So it's all about feel and timing. And the nades just aren't doing anything. They're just not doing anything. I love the idea, but the execution has just left so much to be desired. And now you've got sausoL on the flank. So now it's going to be A-okay for Movistar.
Time is still a big problem.
14 seconds. 1 more player here. Not expected. Not expected. And you're right, Alan. The clock's going to be the problem. The clock's going to be the issue. They have to plant this bomb now. And I think they just got it off. 1 more second and this would have been over. But Sad gets a chance to clutch this up. 1v2. Looking the wrong way. Clearing in towards Banana, but he's not being checked just yet. He'll realize no one's there. No one's giving him a fight. And now time becomes an issue back the other way. Kit's not here. Got to get these kills now if you're going to do it. He's going to clear backside. Not expect the second player to be in church, certainly. Well, he gets the first kill. It's a full 10-second defuse. He's already lost this to time, and he'll lose it to Martinez as well.
That got a little bit scary. I don't blame Movistar. They clear mid. They've seen so many nades on B. If I was them, I would be thinking they've just dropped all their nades to 1 player, haven't they? It's the only reasonable explanation for what we've seen so far. They must be sat on the A-bomb site. And they were buying time for sausoL to flank. So, I don't think Movistar necessarily did anything wrong. They would never have expected 2 players to be second oranges and first oranges after already taking so many jewels on the side. So overall, Iron Branch did make the right stack, and they couldn't pull it off. That was a great chance to reset the money early on in their defensive campaign. Enio doesn't get checked initially, but trade is good. And Movistar need to survive this round because this is a reinvestment from Iron Branch. They brought up again to try and break the cash, and it's not working, Mike. This round is looking a lot more flat already.
I'm still just disappointed in the last round. JR gets a kill. Got an AK upgrade, but it just means they'll avoid him. Why not? Chances at winning this are minimal. sausoL's still on his flank. He doesn't know which way to look necessarily. The bomb's going down. Maybe he can isolate some fights, but it doesn't seem like he's really going to go for it. He's got no information to go on. He has no idea how deep that control is. So he's going to try and keep his gun alive into the next. Can't blame him for that. But I am still very disappointed by how little they got out of those 4 HEs.
I don't know why they bought them.
Well, here's the thing, right? If you just do that same strat, but you have 4 players hold the names at once, and as soon as the flash through the smoke comes in, you all toss them, you're guaranteed a kill.
Oh no. Ugh, the gun doesn't even survive. Looking a little
Even
bit
if you just wait for the top B take, you can mortar strike 4 nades in there.
you could
so
have.
much more impact they could have had.
There's some weird stuff, like they boosted the player, and why wouldn't you drop the nade before you're boosting? I can't see how on earth you could get a good nade off from on the boost. And then there's so much frisky stuff you can do. They could have... Nading early is a dice roll. If they're not in banana, you've just completely wasted them. But if they were, and they were, the potential for maybe even 2 kills off those nades. You could have... The really smart thing to do, Mike, is stuff like double nade the same place twice. Because they see it once and they think, we're not going to do that again. And then you get them right in your head.
All right. Apparently, we got a little bit more intrigue into this one. Rifle's now been picked up for Sad. The health is not good on his remaining pistols, and goodbye, CZ. So they know where the one is. They know he has an AK. Do they deal with the devil they know? Or opt for a little
I think this is the right move. You know it's a bad eco. I mean, two Deagles, especially on this sort of HP, has got to be an easier fight than an AK. Up in towards apartments. Could be anywhere. Isn't checked, though. Davy down. Trade is good. And now Masval playing in from coffins with 38 HP. It's going to have to be monstrous.
And it's not. So now they'll just save the AK, presumably. Sad, I guess he could attempt this. They'll be able to buy into the next. Gonna give it a look. Coming up banana. Smoked for now. This should be expected as a possibility. And indeed, they're holding back towards site, so they should know as soon as they get some sort of information. The trade should be there, but... So it's going to give it a try. Doesn't have a kit. Time is a concern. He's not finding the contact yet. Now with time certainly being an issue, maybe just tries to slip away. Because he's not found the fight he was looking for. He can't win the round. And he knows it.
He might kill both of them.
One. Not the second.
Pretty slim lining in the end. Guess it was decent damage, given it was just the pistols, but... when are we going to get some traction on a gun round? Here we go. Reminder, guys, they double force bought at the start of this half, so that's why we've had to wait so long for a full investment to be in. Ganginio, AWP in play, no utility. He's starting off towards this A side of the map. Looks primed to run up short to me. And post up early on mid. Apartments instead, more aggressive.
Nice opener. Nice second follow-up. Why not? Okay. There's a little bit of an answer from Ganginio. That's actually attack. That's impressive. Hard shot to hit. And he's called his reinforcements over, so if he can hold his apartment's presence, there's a world where this gets a little more interesting than it should. Moto smoke should make this easier, though. They can get the bomb plant, and now you can lost Ganginio in the app, so what are you going to do? A gap in the smoke, but that's just effective for the Movistar Riders. You know where the last is as well, based on the nades that came in. But they almost got the out of play. bomb's now going to be down. Mossal's even been tagged on the spam. Hopeless. He's got to try and get out of this. And Mopos is going to come out and make sure that doesn't happen.
Why is he sticking around? Shrapnel is flying everywhere. I really enjoyed that round from Movistar. That opening move from Martinez was wild. The CT side iron branch through that deep mid smoke, which has been popularized in the last year or so. And Martinez goes through, presumably on a flashbang. He's a dead man if there's anyone close. And then takes down Lollipop on long. So he's also got some sort of read on where Martinez is playing. Gangenia was playing. I don't know if he scoped in apartments. I don't think he did. So, wow. That is crazy aggression from Martinez.
Well, this one's already looking like a bit of a non-starter. Maybe a chance for the 5-7 to do something. Okay. You got the next? No, that would have been a bit too much to ask. Lollipop, one contact. Whoa. Good flashbang. Okay, don't lose the bomb here. This round should have been nowhere close. Instead, it's getting hairy again. The problem was with sausoL's position, he can control this rotation. And Lollipop, it's going to be a tough ask for him to actually expect a player to be out here. Could catch the better of him. We'll go past sausoL. This gets weird. Who's looking which way? Whoa, Lollipop sees him. And Lollipop's got the kill. Now he's got the 1v1. Lollipop with the pop-off. Like he just needs one more. Onto the op by Martinez there for the spot. Smoke comes out and that tips him off. So, that one, a little bit screwball, a little bit close, but still 6-0 for the Movistar Riders.
Very reminiscent of Anubis right now. Iron Branch, for the life of them, cannot win a round with full investment. But no matter the buy, they make it compelling. They're getting aggressive. And they have kept Movistar in check. So we just need to stabilize. Just need a round, preferably with a couple players alive. And how are they going to open up this one? JR, secondary AWP. Early peak on Banana, but nobody presenting themselves. Other AWP, of course, that's Gangenia, just playing standard towards long. And Lollipop's all the way out on its own mic. He is a double-edged sword. I know you said earlier Mopos can get overzealous. He's nothing compared to Lollipop.
That's a nice kill from sausoL. I think maybe after the way that Anubis went, rather, and how much it wasn't enough to push them through, there might be a degree of panic setting in as well, where you feel like you have to be the hero play. I mean, now we're seeing aggression out. That's a nice catch from Mopos, just playing the wood panel, deleting JR. This round's over. And Gangenia doesn't even really have safe cover to hide from. Mopos starting to heat back up here on Inferno. And, well, you know, I didn't know quite what we were going to get coming into this game, but now I'm starting to feel remarkably confident in the Movistar Riders.
Especially after a clean round. Finally, you've got some money in reserve, and Iron Branch, it's not like they're just losing rounds and then saving with 2 or 3 players. They're just getting bulldozed on some of these gun rounds. We're not saving at all. There's no repeat buys. We're back on the force here. Only 2 nades this time as maybe made that 3 as a third is pulled up by Lollipop. So hopefully these are more effective. And we'll see what they choose to call into. But yeah, Movistar are... Yeah. You know, when they start losing some rounds on Anubis, some doubt sets in. But I think on a map like Inferno, these guys are so much more comfortable. They're so, especially playing against weaker buys, they're just so much cleaner. So many fewer holes in the play from Movistar versus Anubis.
Well, this was our opening game of the season. Sometimes in the opening games, you do get slightly one-sided affairs. It's not elimination. Reminder, the way the format works now is it's just a big old double elim bracket. So you do get another chance if you're Iron Branch. And we have seen teams make a really deep lower bracket runs before. Movistar is a bit of a tough early draw. I'm saying all that. There's still a lot more Counter-Strike to play. But we just haven't really seen anything from Inferno, apart from bonkers individual moves, to really inspire us.
Well, we 4-stacked B last time. 4-stack A this time. Mid-take nades from Movistar, and it's... Just a tiny reaction here on B, but I don't think it'll be enough to scare them. Okay, the bomb is actually rerouting. Perhaps Masval has done enough with the util dropped onto him. Okay, Movistar needs to have some very clean execution if they commit in this direction. Masval's just thrown even more nades over towards B, and it's actually going to hold Mopos. This is not looking good. It really is not looking good now.
Are they going to be tripped into the stack here? I mean, if they split B, there's still a chance to bail out, but they got to do it now. 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, Alex is lost. Maybe that bails them out, but they got to go if they're going to do it. 25 seconds. Why is the bomb still stuck? Mopaz hasn't seen anything, but Maswell might just get this on the timing. Oh, what a recovery. Now they got to go. There's no time to spare, but the bomb has made its way around the corner, and now DaVG can control the rotates. He spotted the remaining two players. They can full confidence plant this, and a recovery. Not quite confirmed yet, but the bomb down. That's... Whew. Every Spanish fan in the chat is now breathing a massive sigh of relief. It's not done yet, but out of position, without a kit, without a chance, without a way back in, it should still be an 8th for Movistar. Theoretically.
You're not even going to try this. No kit. Wow. That was violent. That round. I'm not sure Movistar played it so badly. Maybe they left it a little bit late before they committed it into an area of the map. I would have loved a long take before we're committed to either direction. Thank God the player walking out B wins that duel. That would have been it. So they survive. It's the problem with this map so far, Mike. There's been so many moral victories for Iron Branch, but they just can't win a damn round. Can't do it.
Yeah. Like, you see the elements, you see the individual prowess, you see the ideas that they're trying to cycle through. But I think the issue is that if they can't... They haven't been able to win around just playing standard, right? You've got to do something wild and weird and... Well... I mean, you haven't been able to win around, period. That's obviously an issue. But fundamentally, on an Inferno CT side, you've got to be able to make a default work, and then you can start adding the elements. And we haven't seen it yet. This is the most default we've gotten in a very long time. And even with that, they're now trying to hedge their bets by floating a 4th over towards A. Problem is, Masval is playing for the cross, so he doesn't have vision down banana, which means that ultimately, if he gets spotted, this take is likely to be aggressive. So he's just dumping smokes preemptively. He's trying to throw a solo top banana clear, but that's now taken all of his utility.
No, he's got another set on the ground. Got another set on the ground.
That helps. It'll slow things down. 50 seconds. He's already planning to dump that next nade because Mopaz is coming looking. Mopaz has not got the health.
JR's a B player.
Here we go. He's got
They need to fight this right now.
Flashbang through. They've gained the space. If DaVG gets this kill, they're in such trouble towards B. Mopaz is chasing, but JR holds. Now he needs to go back. Mopaz wants to hunt. He's going to take up the position towards tree. They might get this plant off. I don't know if Maswell can make the move until his teammates are in here. But it's all about Mopaz here at the tree. Do they clear him? No. Oh, no. No, they do not! Mopaz, 2 found, looking for more. Sets up his team, but they haven't got the plant. Now the banana flank comes in, and the bomb is down. It's disaster on Martinez. What can he do? No time to spare. No health either. The round is finally on the board for Iron Branch.
That feels like a very typical round for this matchup. Iron Branch, that is a crazy lean with no information. 4 on towards A. JR gets a kill, and it's what I was saying. The call comes in instantly to the Movistar players. Mopaz had no HP, but he knew they've lost the round if they don't kill the solo B player. He gets through tree. It's a macro masterclass. I do not know why, Mike, they didn't plant. At some point, you've got to gamble. The JR is the only player, and he's in towards ruins. He couldn't have been anywhere else, but they spent so long worrying about Emo and Dark and Newbox, they just didn't.
Look at this.
Didn't plant.
sausoL's got attacked. There is an open bedroom, so if Sad loses this, it could get very scary. But for now, sausoL is going to think better of aggressing. He gave away his position. That's really long to be holding the fight from King Eno, and it means that the offside of play. Now, JR dead means pressure on the Masval. He's got no more nades either. So he is section here at the back of the site, and down he goes. This round's over.
Yeah, this BD Ben's starting to have some problems when they're not able to play with the util. It's not looking great. Whack-a-mole
like
here.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah. I don't know why JR's playing so wide. His teammate was doing we call it a retake set. That's what it's called at the pro level on towards car, the wooded area. And when that molly goes down, well, the T side has not many choices. They can fall back, they can put down some nades of their own, or they can do what Mopos just did and wide swing and go for the fight. And JR is not ready for it when it's a pretty conceivable option. So, yeah, this BD event is starting to look frail, to put it lightly.
Well, a little bit of a slower start to the round. We're not getting any aggression out, but it is the 4-stack here towards the A side of the map. Heavy investment coming through from Iron Branch. They had enough to scrape this by. It will run out here. sausoL trying to make the individual play. He got so much space. He wants to see how far he can take it, and instead, bodies dropping. An op kill found as well. They realize everybody's here, so they'll readjust.
It's the same again, though. They've killed JR. They're trying to do a B reaction, but this smoke is not fast enough. We're rerouting back. Gainio is set up. There's a smoke on Boiler right now, but that is not going to last forever. This duel is all important. They have to kill Gainio. They have to kill him.
They've not got it. Not got it on the next face as well. The dink was through the pillar, so it's not a kill. And now wandering out into the balcony. Sad never had to move. Molotov gonna pressure. And what a shot! Oh my god, Martinez, you are just too damn quick. He's able to readjust, going to, this is the right read. This is such the right play. And he trusts himself. He's got it. Oh, down to the clutch. Only Lollipop remaining. And Martinez has played this right every step of the way. Lollipop trying to anticipate. He's got the kit at least, but the utility is gone. And Martinez has rerouted. Now he's got the positioning all in his favor. Lollipop has to bring him the fight, and Martinez just won't miss.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. The presence of mind from Martinez also to scope up before going back into the apartments so that he doesn't get caught in a weird duel where, well, just like that, if Lollipop gets up close and he's not scoped in, that could get very scary, but Martinez staying so calm. Ever so calm. And he bails his team out of an awful position. Massive clutch. And Iron Branch just cannot, any will, way, or how, find a way to chain rounds together to get any consistency. They're forcing up here. MP9's in the mix. Aggressive banana take does work. Alex is tagged out. I think he wanted to go through, but it's not going to be. And why are we aggressing the both sides of the map at the same time? Oh,
it's
a disaster.
Now there's no one on A. sausoL is in the site. He's got an op, almost accidentally, it feels. But as provided the ball makes its way over, which it has, this should be over. So, Alex will control for this push. Davichi's holding it with them. They've got the right read. It's coming eventually. Even if it's just to set up better positioning for the save, Alex might be able to punish this. On the Iron Branch, there's nothing they could do. Ooh, that's a spot. Sees JR. Time to see what more he can get.
One more kill here is a pretty big deal. They're buying right now in the next Iron Branch. And now, they're probably still going to have to force, but it gets weaker and weaker. If we take down one more rifle, it starts to look really hairy.
sausoL should have this. Alex is not anticipating. Oh, he does get the clear. Nice. And the second swing, Mosswell just thinking that a player was closer at hand, wanted to try and catch him off guard. You can't blame him for that, but it does mean only one gun saves through. And yeah, the force is immediate. At this point, it's full panic for Iron Branch. This is just not enough rounds to play another half of Inferno off of. You have to have something work for you.
It's desperation. It's desperation. They did recover the first half on Anubis somewhat, but this is a very different story. There's good money on at least a few of these Movistar players. There's so fewer gaps. They're much more comfortable playing the late round on this map than Anubis. And look at the call from Iron Branch. This has been a very CT side, a lot of stacking, and here comes another 4B start. And all of my eyes, all of my attention is on if this gets
all
spotted.
All of your eyes? Alan, how many eyes is that?
It was...
Are you a spider? What's going on here?
This is what Iron Branch does to me.
The 100-eyed demon Alan Hender turns his gaze. Oh boy. I'm making you see cross-eyed at this point, maybe.
Yeah, I know. And not in a good way.
Wild. JR, we'll get an opener there. So something working for Iron Branch, but it's going to pull the third player off. Canguinho has to anticipate the potential arch wrap, so it's back to the 2 setup here. They're looking for contact, the lead in, second player gone. What a whipper of a shot for Davi G, and why not? Take it all! Take it all, Davi! Why not? It's over! 12 on the board. Nothing these 2A players can even think about doing about it. They are getting beaten at every turn, even when they have an advantage. There's just no reason to think they can hold on.
There's no round where they'll be. And this time they had a higher, lower setup, which they moved out of and weren't, well-positioned to take fights with each other. And they had a third player nearby, and they get 0 kills. Davi G 3Ks them. Oh. All of my eyes are hurting. All of them. Have you read the Ice and Fire books?
Yes.
It's going to be a weird reference.
Okay.
I don't know if it's in there. Have you read... This is more vague. The Duncan Egg series.
I have not read anything beyond
the
Ice
what
and
it
Fire.
is?
I refuse to give George R.R. Martin more money. He betrayed me.
Okay, well, anyway. There's a character called... character called Blood Raven, who is the Three-Eyed Crow in the show. Three-Eyed Raven or whatever it's called. And he's like famous for having loads of spies. Those people working for him. So they say he has 100 eyes and one, because he only has one eye. And that's what I was thinking of in my head when I said I've got all the eyes. I've got too many informants.
Okay. I got it now. That is, yeah, that's, I mean, once I was hurt too much on the Song of Ice and Fire never getting finished, I refuse to give him more money for writing books that are not the Song of Ice and Fire series.
He doesn't even write them. And his psychics do that. He just had some filler.
Opener here, a 5v4 for Iron Branch. Yes, it's a bit limited. Yes, the utilities run out, but they brought the numbers in towards B, and Movistar do look like they want to go back to Old Faithful. Why not? The utility's not really going to be here. There's not much left. The last smoke's in pit. So it's going to come down to the fight. There's a Flower Pots boost, at least. But what can they do? Here's the clear. Mopaw's tip of the spear. He was already low. A trade is there. JR out of play. Here's another nade set. Up the angles. Lollipop's stuck in the smoke. He needs Mosswell's contact to come out. That's a big kill now. Into the pool they go. And this time, finally, for the first time this game, the B defense holds strong.
Even damage here is good for Martinez. There's no point saving. He's got money. But he's caught out in the open. And some guns recovered. So, wow. At least there was a B hold in the end. Took a free stack and some well-played crossfires. Pulling of attention. A little bit scary when Mazgal was alone on the site, stuck first oranges. If you lose that first duel, I think they lose the round. Lollipop would have come through with players looking at him. So it certainly could have gone another way, but rounds are rounds. Looking twice as good as it was 20 seconds ago. If we can make it 3 times better.
Movistar looking for one more kick to just knock him a little further off the cliff over on that Iron Bridge side. And Martinez is going to get it started early. He's been a late game player for them here. He's the opener. Just had a ridiculous half, and he's looking for more. Lollipop might find the timing on his team. Moblast is ready for it. Oh, that's all Lollipop. That's just snappy game. That's the individual mechanics. Betting on yourself and it working. This one's not done yet. Davi G. Oh, he slipped the gap. He has slipped past the op clearing, not seeing it. Might not realize he's gotten through, and it's a question of this duel with Lollipop, who's backing away. Davi G's got all this space.
Oh, no!
Wrap in towards A, and they kill Gangino. So now the focus is going to be on Lollipop coming back, but he's thunderfooting it. He's making all the noise in the world, so he's a dead man, and all the pressure is now on to Sad. Overwhelmed. Nate sailing his way. They're clearing him out. Now they've spotted. Just a matter of time, and he's down.
Oh, my.
And Masval is left in the clutch, and just like that, it turns on its head, all off of a cheeky bit of positioning, a push through for Davi G. And now Masval, you got a 1v3, you got to do it all. You got nothing. You don't even have utility to fall back on. It's all by the might of your crosshair. And a triple setup to deal with. You're going right in the middle of the triangle. There should be no world, no way where you're able to bring this through. Davi G, though, he was isolated. They need to play the crossfire. Time's starting to be short. He does have a kid. Isolates the fight with Pit, but sausoL is up to the task. 13-2, pure domination, and we'll be right back.
Don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat.
Well, this one could be quick. Movistar Riders dominating, even more decisive here on Inferno, their own map pick. We get the clear picture for why they like this, and Iron Branch just could not mount anything approaching a consistent defense.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And look at this from Movistar. The confidence, the aggression. Martinez straight down. Decapitates Gainio. He's going to get frisky. Those flashes come back in. Sad. Peeks his head up. But the trades for now are still falling the way of Movistar. One-on-one now required. Thank God JR has the bomb. And all in all, I think Iron Branch should be happy this is in a one-on-one because that looked real bad at the start.
Some doable. Bomb plant at least secured a chance to make this happen. Alex creeping up the banana here. And, oh, it's just the straight-up duel, the straight-up fight. JR bet on himself, and he could not pull it back. I hate to highlight this, Alex. I really do. But this is now 2 clutches for JR that nearly looked amazing that failed at the final hurdle.
This one's less.
Yeah, this one's just a
This one is less. Just less.
Yeah. You're right.
This
you're
one,
right.
there was some mind games there, thinking that probably Alex is going to reroute towards A because he already showed himself in mid. There is a bit of mind games. If that had transpired, that was a really strong after plant position. Almost certainly is an Iron Branch round, so I don't mind that one nearly as much. But yes, if you look at it from another perspective, that's a couple of clutches that could really have changed the whole course of this series. But 14-2. I mean, look at the buy here from Iron Branch. They haven't got any nades.
Martinez still eats the first. That's just a single peek from Lollipop, trying to make it happen. And this is even a trio setup. Oh, they figured it out. More bullets coming out. They've got to be careful. The balcony presence, the swing, that could be huge. It is indeed. Sad. No one was looking for him. And he's feeling awful happy in this one. In towards the pit he goes. This is not done just yet, but Alex is about to play himself in the Masval's hands. And now, I mean, they've got the choice of the sites. Mopaz. Oh, he's got the bomb. Alan, that's the bomb. Totally alone. Uh-oh. And Mopaz, no, these 2 players are isolated. He could even get a rifle. It's at his feet. But he's 6 on the SMG. Wants the positioning instead.
This is all timing. Neither player here has a clue about the other.
He knew he was coming from B, but doesn't anticipate this long rotate. Mopaz not checking. Okay, all right. Iron Branch will at least get a chance to show us something here on Inferno.
We're going to get a few more rounds, very likely. I'd love Movistar to almost full eco this. The force buy will be poor. At least do an old style force buy. We just buy up to about 800. Martinez is going to follow that line of thinking, but the others are going to full invest. So it won't make it. They're still going to win this map, I'm telling you right now. But we might be sat here a little bit longer as we wait for that to transpire.
Here's the swing up top, Gainio. Trying to light the way. Smoke will come in, slow this down for the moment. They're not giving anything away, and that's, I mean, all right, minor damage, but it is a tag into a teammate. Perhaps unnecessarily on the fadeaway spray. Interesting, you got the 3 stack towards the arch side here, out towards long on A for Movistar.
I don't know why, but I'm already getting nervous about this round.
Right?
I'm already getting scared.
The way the setup works is if one player tries to clear through, you punish that one player.
The fake has worked. The fake has worked. It's pulled 2 more players. This should be very nice now for Iron Branch. Masval hasn't actually spotted anybody just yet. Makes it onto the site. Alex finds the kill and...
They only saw the one. But they picked right. They've got this kill now. They should secure it. Now it's all good.
Just save.
And it's only an SMG given over as well, so, you know, whatever.
Well, on we go. On we go.
WG's on a mission. WG wants a little something. I'm surprised Iron Branch are hunting this so aggressively.
Yeah, this is silly.
The worst case scenario here is you Ganginho dies and you give them another rifle.
You do it as free, maybe. I don't think there's an argument here to look for the hunts. I really don't think this is clever. You want every advantage you can possibly have when we get back into the gun rounds. You cannot have a scenario where you lose that one gun round and you're right back on some awful buy up against Matt and Series Pro.
Sad just died to the bomb, so only 2 players survive. I don't mind risking the SMG, but I mean, I guess 2 rifles survive through. They'll be fine to buy here, but you're right, Alan. That's a little bit more skin in the game than I'd have liked them to have, especially losing Sad to the bomb. Sketchy here, but it's going to be another eco out for Movistar, so here's your chance to build the bank. It was the force buy through, and very little does survive. So let's see. What can sausoL do with this one for Moose?
Okay, we're playing the frisky head stack. Idea is top player takes first contact, jumps on top of first. Boz gets the smoke down. Even Alex has another. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Not like this.
And that takes the options away as well. That was the one player. That was the isolated player, right? That was the lurk getting deleted. So now you're paranoid that the flank could be coming through, that they could be pushing down banana. They're going to try and clear it out. They want to try and anticipate a stack coming through, but in a 5-on-3, even with the lesser weaponry, you just don't have to. There's nothing to really force you to commit into a stack.
Don't over-rotate, Moby. Don't over-rotate. You've got a big advantage.
Even if they do with this position in Boiler, if he gets damage and slows them down, it's a great position. Now the util's going to be hurt. They're even dragging Martinez back over. AVG just wants to avoid going down, trying to find the timing for the cheeky flank. Oh, the jump in. That's good clear from the Lollipop. Had to get something still. The bodies are here, and Mopaz is fast on the flank. Mopaz is very quick into it. Utility's not good. The lineups. Oh, there's the flank activated, and down they go. The round, it should have been the easiest. It should have been the clearest. Instead, now Iron Branch need 11 in a row if they're to make a game of this.
And losing the numbers on the hunt is suddenly becoming a massive problem. 2 Tech 9s, Galils to round it out, 3 smokes, and a lack of Molotovs. Movistar might have just won this series in the most harrowing fashion for their opponents. Full investment for them. 3 banana start from Movistar. That intent is obvious. They're trying to take it. Martinez peeks and does get taken off the angle. A is exposed. A is really exposed right now. Davigi cannot go down too easily. Flashbang, though, is good.
Still on banana. Now they can start to float off. No one's watching. sausoL. Oh, sausoL gets everything out of it. And the round to boot. The game is done. Movistar are victorious. What a way. What a way to start your ESL Challenger campaign. Season 45 off to a bang from the Movistar Riders.
Yeah, and any concerns about Inferno? It's kind of what we talked about in the veto.